continue our coverage of the stimulus package. One small step towards fixing the economy, or one giant leap towards socialism in the United States. Joining us now from our New York studio, Fox News anchor Glenn Beck. Now, Glenn, I was going to wear my Soviet flag for you today because I lived in the Soviet Union.
Why would you say that we're on the road to socialism? That's outrageous. Fear mongering.
Yeah, well, I know it's not really with the spirit of the Globama, but you know, tell us which 5-year plan is this more like the first one in 1928 or the last one in 1991, I think, or 5?
Let me tell you something. I think that we are in deep, deep trouble on several fronts. Not only is socialism being shoved down our throats, and it is being done. I actually heard, I don't remember which secretary it was today, not the one sitting right outside of his office, saying, we don't have time to think and discuss this. I'm like, really? I think maybe we should. But not only do we have socialism being jammed down our throats, we now have the USS Cole the charges being dropped on that, the planner on that. But then we also have GE coming to the table and being named, Jeffrey Immelt being named one of the financial advisors of Barack Obama today. A lot of people would say, wait a minute, didn't they drop their stock 68%? But what's worse, Laura, as you know,
go ahead.
They own everything. They've got MSNBC, NBC, CNBC.
Well, that's nothing, but that's okay.
You know, you're controlling an awful lot of the news and financial information and entertainment and Universal. Then you've also, here's another thing I really love, you also have aircraft jet engines, you have financial, you make medical equipment. We are really, truly stepping beyond socialism, and we're starting to look at fascism. We are putting business and government together.
Well, yeah, Glenn, you're throwing a lot of terms around, and I'm going to play devil's advocate, okay? Because it's fair and balanced. Now, moving from socialism to communism, and that's a pretty big leap. Socialism, obviously, the economic system, communism, the political system. How are we right now moving towards state ownership of all, for instance, heavy industry? I mean, all heavy industry.
Okay, let me just explain what happened in Nazi Germany. Remember, it was National Socialism. We're talking now about nationalizing the banks, and we're also putting in socialized programs. National Socialism. At first in Nazi Germany, everybody was so panicked, they were so freaked. Remember, don't take any time to think about it, we just got to do. At first, all the big companies and the big capitalists in Germany said, oh, thank goodness there's a savior. Okay, great, we'll do that, yes. It didn't take too long before, like here in America, now Goldman Sachs, they started to see the writing on the wall and went, whoa, you guys are getting out of control here. What are you guys doing? And they couldn't get out of it fast enough. Unfortunately for those in Germany, you could never go back. I don't know if this is the system that we're headed towards or not, where they're not going to let you out. But let me tell you something, I don't want to play this game. This is becoming extraordinarily dangerous.
Now, remember what Marx said, that democracy is the road to socialism. Ultimately, the democratic system will collapse into socialism. So that's clearly what he was hoping for.
Yep.
Now, Glenn, I want to talk about what the Republicans' role in all of this is. Back in the fall, and you remember this, they were, rushed into it. John McCain rushed to Washington, suspended his campaign to support this TARP with Barack Obama. Instead of saying, stop the madness, suspending the campaign and suspend the madness.
Right.
Instead, the Republicans signed on to this. George Bush is the partial architect of the road to, as you say, the socialist enterprise. So what can the Republicans say now? I mean, they're part of the problem, or at least they were.
You know, Laura, here's the real problem. Who really do you trust anymore? This is why we're on my program running a new program called You're Not Alone, where I have outlined 9 basic principles that we need to reconnect on. 9 principles. Because we have to know what we believe ourselves. Neither one of these parties actually believes in anything except their own power. And I don't know if you know this, but the census has just been moved from the Commerce Department over to the White House with Rahm Emanuel. That will change everything in America.
Now, with people like Jim DeMint, John Thune, Jeff Sessions, I mean, they've been out there, front and center day after day over the past couple of weeks on this stimulus bill. You don't think there's any sign of hope in the Republican Party for real fiscal conservatism?
Oh, no, I
all?
think, look, if we don't completely lose our way, I mean, I agree with Barack Obama on one thing he said the other day, we may never recover. he said if we don't pass this stimulus package, I think there's a real chance we don't recover if we do the wrong thing. Doing the wrong thing here puts handcuffs on this country for a long time, and I beg these Republicans and these blue dog Democrats to stand up. Know what you believe in. Believe in the entrepreneur. Believe in the individual and the power that the individual has, not in some collective state.